Alright, what's up everybody? This is Preston here and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I am going to be reacting to my friend Acer Rothstein 49's rant video that he made. It's another rant video, everyone. Yeah. So it's another rant video, guys. Today, he is going to make a rant review out of my favorite driver, Denny Hamlin. And if you guys don't know, Denny Hamlin, he's right now practically the most hated driver in NASCAR right now. And as you guys can tell by the thumbnail, yeah, he absolutely despises Denny Hamlin. He never liked him, guys. So, yeah. So anyways, let's get started with this video. And yes, I have my Denny Hamlin hat on. So, yeah, this is gonna be one of my most anticipated reactions from Acer Wrestling 49. One of his videos his videos I'm very anticipated to react to. So let's go ahead and get started.
So you all see that bull at the end of the Pope noise? Yes, it was bull. So let's get right into this right now. So Denny Hamlin, so I'm gonna backslide read to 2017. He don't say so at full event. Everyone booed Denny Hamlin. I think this is when Denny Hamlin started turning into that war, we know.
Yeah, 2017, after he did that, I don't blame the fans for getting upset. Any Chase Elliott fans, I didn't at that time. I didn't blame Chase Elliott fans for being that mad. And Chase Elliott absolutely had the right to be upset. But the thing is, it's been like what, almost 6 years since that happened. People, in my opinion, need to get over that. I mean, it's been 6 years. And Chase Elliott, he's won that same exact race 3 years later, and even won the championship 3 years later. So
Pesty was scumbag that doesn't deserve a ride in NASCAR now. People hate him. 14 people. I think people has hated him for a while now. I'm amazed. Denny Hamlin isn't more hated than any other celebrity. I mean, like, every single one. I do too. He's more hated than Ty Gibbs at this point.
I mean, yeah, I can see that because Ty Gibbs in his first year, he practically has been not running in anyone. Surprisingly, even though I'm still not the biggest Ty Gibbs fan. I still kind of don't trust Ty Gibbs. Like, to like dump your own teammate and like win the championship. Oh my gosh, I still can't trust Ty Gibbs yet. We'll just have to wait. I'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
So let me get back on this. This is a way about Denny Hamlin and NASCAR. So I'm going to start off with NASCAR first. So, NASCAR favoritism. What the f*** do you expect? NASCAR's gonna have favoritism. They always had and they always will. So what the f*** I mean by favoritism?
Well, NASCAR hasn't made some of the right calls in my opinion. Remember last year at Nashville, I thought they should have thrown the caution for Brad Keselowski literally spinning out, and they didn't. So, I agree. NASCAR can make questionable calls and not really good decisions.
So, NASCAR has no consistency when it comes to tosses. They have none. Absolutely none. They don't sort of tossing out for entertainment. Well, I mean, they sort of toss out for entertainment, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. It matters who's in the lead, and it matters what lap it is most of the time. And this is all that. NASCAR is not consistent with the lower facts. They haven't.
Yeah, NASCAR can be inconsistent with cautions. I mean, yeah, the Ryan Preece incident. Do I think they should have thrown a caution? Yes. Yes, they should have.
4 words now. They haven't been consistent with the rules, and I'm being serious about that too. Some deciders, they can bend the rules as much as they want, but there's a certain line of that rule, you know. Like, let me do a simple. Tower Data 2020 or 2021.
Yeah,
I forgot
was
when because I'm a dumbass. I don't remember the exact date, but it was at Tower Data. Same thing with Denny Hamlin. So Denny Hamlin, he went down 2 guys up there. He went over the well line. He stayed on that well line. That should have been a penalty. We can't pass below the well line.
Yeah, about that yellow line rule. NASCAR, get rid of that yellow line rule. I I just and I don't get why they added the yellow line rule at Atlanta. Like, I don't get it. I know it's probably because of safety concerns, and especially with this next gen car, with safety still being a questionable. I can understand NASCAR's safety, but it's the at that track. I was at the race last year. I was extremely happy Denny Hamlin won. I even got to say I got to see him win in person. So that was a really touching moment. That race has a special that was a special moment for me, and has it will froth for forever and will be one of my favorite moments for me as a NASCAR fan. So yeah, but you know, things just happen, and Matt Benedetto close again.
He wasn't even dodging a let either, too. What was happening was by a taste around, but he's just like, oh, I'm just still down hood. That's not being penalized.
But however, though, he did stay. He didn't go back up. He stayed because he said in his interview he think he wanted to avoid a wreck or something like that, which I get. Which, I get that, and you know, just so happy Denny Hamlin won, and it was a really tough decision. It was a really tough. It was one of the most toughest calls that NASCAR made. So yeah, this one was tough. It was really tough.
So that was,
But I'm still
I'm
happy
like,
Denny
that's
Hamlin won regardless.
favoritism. Now, favoritism part 2 happened. What do I mean by part 2? So basically, Wayne police spins around. They slew Tossin out for Christopher Bell. He had no flat tires, he could actually move. But for Wayne police, he was sucked. The national team saw Tossin out for him. Are you kidding me? And I can.
Yeah, well, that part I get because Christopher Bell, he like spun out and they threw a caution for that. He was able to keep going. But then NASCAR didn't throw the caution for pre-spin, now he got stuck there. So, yeah, like I said, that call was questionable, definitely.
Sense favoritism from a mile, not even a mile away, like, how many miles away is about 600 miles away, I can sense favoritism. The only reason why they did not slow Tossin was because Denny Hamlin was in the lead. That was in the lead too, which makes an ass on not one so low because they're like, hey, we got 3 Toros up. We know we ain't the sort they go around at the bat because each one of them to win. That's exactly what they do. I think it's more favoritism to Denny Hamlin, I'll be honest.
What you think, man?
I think they did not slow Tossin out so that he would win or Toyota would win. What pisses me off even more, there's going to be no favoritism now. So if a Toss wins, slow Tossin out. If Nassau wants to slow Tossin out for Toss winning, go ahead and do it, but do it every single time. But Nassau, they don't do that because they have favoritism, and
Well, I would say it's just for inconsistency. Because NASCAR has done this before where they threw a caution. Remember Nashville last year? I remember Nashville last year. Yeah, where Chase Elliott was in front and no caution. I mean, I can kind of see where you stand by favoritism because last year where Brad Keselowski spun out, I think it was one or two cars. There was absolutely no caution for that whatsoever. So I can I can sort of see where you say favoritism. I can see that.
if the race is boring, they're like, oh, it was just so well out because we didn't get a 15-hole power up into turn 1. Are we serious? If anyone else is in the lead, like, I don't know, Ross Chastain, someone like him, someone else, not a hand slit or something else, like, they would salute Austin out. Because you want me to tell you why? They would have done wet going to turn 1 if they saluted Austin out. And Denny Hamlin wouldn't have won. And I'm being 100% honest about this too. That's what will happen. So that's all went. Now though, today Hamlin went.
Well, before we get to that, and I gotta give you my final thoughts on the NASCAR call situation. NASCAR is not perfect. They made some questionable calls in the past, and I gotta say, NASCAR maybe they said they're gonna be trying to be as hard as they can, but they can make these situations like this. These just situations that just can't happen, unfortunately. So I get why the fans were upset at that call.
Denny Hamlin was a goddamn hip foot, and I do not see how people like this dude. It is people like him. If you like him, I don't get it. What is likable about a scumbag?
Well, it's your opinion if you don't like Denny Hamlin, but the thing is, I've always really liked him ever since I first started getting into NASCAR by 2017. And he wasn't my favorite; it was Kyle Busch. But as first as I started getting into NASCAR, I was like, Denny Hamlin, he's good. He's just good. And then I became a Kyle Busch fan when I really first started getting to know about this sport. And yeah, and Denny Hamlin was indeed Kyle Busch's teammate. And Denny Hamlin was also, in my opinion, really good. Really good. And he is a Daytona 500 champion, a three-time Daytona 500 champion, and I became a fan of him in late July or August of 2020. I've been a fan of him for almost 3 years now. So, yeah, I like Denny Hamlin because his basketball background. What I mean by that, I mean, he does have basketball history. I mean, he's not like an NBA player or something, but he is good at basketball. He is like friends, or he co-owns a team with Michael freaking Jordan, the GOAT. So, yeah, that's another reason why. I just feel like he's a cool guy to meet in person. Like, just a good guy off the track, like to meet in person as well. And another reason why I like Denny Hamlin, his super speedway racing, guys. No question, guys. I am a huge super speedway racing fan. I really like pack racing, and it's just up on your seat. It's literally like right up on your seat. That and it's just right up on your seat. Denny Hamlin is a three-time Daytona 500 champion, back to back, 2019, 2020. Granted, I know two of them were like photo finishes, but still, I mean, I know the Daytona 500 does have luck into it. At the same time, it kind of does take talent. You gotta be there at the right time, man. You gotta play a little strategy as well. So yeah, and I like Denny Hamlin because he has with Michael Jordan. I feel like he's a really great guy to meet like in person. Really, I think he's just that good of a person. Just good person to meet in real life, and he's really good on super speedways. And I would say yes. Heck, Denny Hamlin was even in a Post Malone music video. Yeah, he's just one of the most coolest drivers in the field. That's one of the reasons why I like him. But that doesn't change the fact that Denny has made some questionable moves.
Or a hypocrite. Like, who likes a hypocrite? Me not. Like, this guy lets people, doesn't give it. And then when he gets wet, he whines like, well, I said that 5,000 times.
Denny Hamlin should have owned up to it. He really should have owned up to it in his interview, saying, "Oh, I got the five in a really tough spot. I apologize to them." And yeah, and I just all I ask is Denny Hamlin. I hope he doesn't get upset once Larson does something to him, because Larson does, in my opinion, owes Hamlin one. So yeah, remember the 2023 Richmond Spring Race with J.J. Yaley? Yeah, Denny Hamlin messed up. Like, my initial reaction was, Denny, what are you doing? And that was just stupid because why would you wreck someone for 30th? Yeah, and but I'm glad on this podcast he said he messed up. He apologized, so that's cool. I'm glad he owned up to it there. But at the same time, I like Denny Hamlin as a villain. Okay, either a hero or a villain. I like either. So more on the villain side, it's actually pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead and continue.
I mean, I agree with Taipei, Marcel Sumer, and Hal Watson. And the damn riders are saying, oh, elbows, shut the f up before I punch you in the face, dude. I don't touch. Denny Hamlin's a scumbag, and I don't understand how we support this dude. He has single-handedly pissed off the entire fan base. The entire fan base. The 1% ain't mad, but I do it to you, the 95, 80% is probably pissed off right now. I mean,
Get why he wanted to race aggressive? It's 50 wins. He said he was going to race aggressive. I can see that. But the thing is, he said he didn't even touch Larson. Like, bro, he did. Denny Hamlin did touch Kyle Larson. And just because, I mean, with these next gen cars, I mean, just because you've seen like, if you see like contact, if you make contact with, just because there's no scratches on the car, doesn't mean that there's contact. Because there is. So, I don't get it. I just don't get it there. Yeah. Another thing Denny Hamlin has done, which is really stupid, was like literally like, remember the app when the same race, Martinsville 2017, wrecked the entire field. I mean, literally got in the Blania, and that triggered the big one. So yeah, I am aware Denny Hamlin has done some stupid stuff before, and has done some questionable stuff before. But I do like him as a villain. I do like him as a villain. Like, that is cool, okay? So, and Denny Hamlin, like I said, he's one of the, he's, his personality, in my opinion, is just cool. So, yeah, that's just how I see it, at least. He's not, to me, he's not one of those guys that goes up and says, I go up to him and say, oh, go away, or something like that. He's not like that in person. I don't see him like that in person. I just, he's just, really cool, and, it's just stuff like that, so.
this side gets on my nerves. This guy is to be the most hated driver in NASCAR. I wish more boomers hated this driver than Bubba Wallace. If I saw the boomers hating on Denny Hamlin, I'd be like, fine, understandable if you hate Denny Hamlin. But, stuff like that. And another thing I'll say about it too. Times with Denny Hamlin banned the rules, so that was at Talladega, Pocono, and I don't know what else. So yeah, now that's favoritism. Denny Hamlin's a scumbag, and well, I mean, Denny Hamlin's a scumbag. He is. You think he's all high and mighty now just because he's won 3 Daytona 500s, which was pretty much luck based, and I'm being honest too.
Yeah, kind of like I said, Daytona 500, it is a super speedway track. We've seen drivers like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. won, Austin Cindric won, heck, even Trevor Bayne won. Underdogs can win the Daytona 500. And, but also it can be luck, but it also can take talent at times. It's not, it's like, I'm not saying super speedway racing is fully on talent. It does, you have to have luck. You can have some sort of luck to win at super speedways. And then talent has to be some sort of thing in it as well. So it's not, in my opinion, it's not all on luck. It can be on talent at times, but in my opinion, to win a Daytona 500 back to back, whether it's luck based or not, to me it's impressive. I don't know about how y'all feel, but to me, winning a Daytona 500 3 times is impressive. And Denny Hamlin is one of the greatest super speedway racers in the Cup Series. And, I just really like how the guy races sometimes.
And the fact that he celebrated his win after Ryan Newman's wreck made me hate this dude even more.
The thing is, though, Denny Hamlin, he wasn't even aware that Ryan Newman was hurt. Wasn't even aware. Like, he didn't even know he was hurt until when he got to victory lane. He was like, he listened to go watch NASCAR Radioactive, the 2020 Daytona 500. Watch all the way. Go to the end of the video. He says something about Ryan Newman saying, I hope he's okay. So, yeah. I think if he was aware, he wouldn't have done that. I just feel that way, and it is true. I just feel like if Denny Hamlin would have known, he wouldn't have done that. So yeah.
I hate him even more in 2020. I hate him even more in 21. Hate him even more in 22. I absolutely hate this guy now. I wish he just tipped out his why. I hope FedEx leaves. He has to go back down and try to find another ride for like 5 years. That's
Well, but let's remember Denny Hamlin does own 23 over racing, and if Denny Hamlin doesn't come back to Joe Gibbs Racing next year, which is highly unlikely, I feel like he's going to go to 23 level racing and drive for his own team, and may have to buy a charter somewhere. But charters these days are definitely expensive.
how much I hate this dude. No, I don't wish injury or death on him, but I wish he has bad luck for the next 5 years now. Hope he just checks out Gibbs Racing. Hopefully he loses FedEx and can't come back to NASCAR because no one wants to stump.
And yeah, guys, if you hate Denny Hamlin, I can 100% respect that. I can respect that 100%.
And I'm being honest about it too. I think he should be banned from the sport too.
I mean, banned from the sport. If it's actually, I don't think that's the case. It's not gonna happen. Um, I mean, I know a lot of Denny Hamlin haters wish that he would be retired, and that would be a justifiable answer. Because Denny Hamlin is like in his 40s, and I feel like he won't. I feel like he's gonna retire somewhere between 2025 and 2028, around that time frame. So, yeah. To be honest, the part you a part wishes is a different thing, but if it actually happens, I don't know. But anyways, wow, this has to be one of the most interesting videos I've watched from you, Acer Rustang 49. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Please make sure you go subscribe to him, guys. I think he's at 19 subscribers. Link to his channel will be in the description. So yeah, man. You absolutely deserve way more subscribers. You deserve subscribers, man.
Because he even said, "Oh, I didn't make contact with Ross," and he says, "No, yes we did, We watched the replays, you idiot."
Yeah, I agree with you there. Big time. If you look at the replay, obviously Denny Hamlin touched him. He touched him! So, yeah. I don't get it. I don't get why Denny Hamlin is, like, still, defending. That's just... I like him as a hero or a villain. I I don't care if he's a villain. I don't care if he's the most hated driver. I don't care if he's the most loved. He's, to me, will always be my favorite. Not everyone is perfect. So, yeah, if people don't like Denny Hamlin, that's 100% fine. I can absolutely respect that. I'm not one of those fans that says, you don't like Denny Hamlin. How dare you? I hate you so much. No, I'm not like that, okay? I am not like that. So, yeah.
We see obviously where we hit the number 5 up into the wall. Then on spot, he's like, "Well, I probably stop. Just go ahead and say it. We made contact with him.
Friend,
It's not that hard. Just say we went the and that's fine. Who does? If he would actually come out and say it, I'd be like, fine, yeah. But this dude's so unlikable. I don't even want to see his sword. And I am so pissed off now. This is my thoughts on Denny Hamlin.
Oh no. Oh, he's unboxing the Denny Hamlin diecast.
See this little diecast right here? This little piece of diecast? So, here's what we do.
Oh gosh.
Do you want me to tell you what we do with little scumbags like these?
Oh no,
Take a bit
gonna destroy it. Oh
and hit
no.
on the dog.
Oh my gosh.
Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin. He's goddamn Denny Hamlin. He's a dog national side. I hate him so much. I am so pissed. I cannot.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Denny Hamlin. I'm so pissed off right now. I haven't seen such a scumbag in this sport before. And that's when we end this rant. When we add to it, we add to it. I don't to it. Denny Hamlin's a scumbag. He's a clown. And he does not deserve being an asshole. And my end video if I saw it going too deep.
And that's it for this video, guys. So, yeah, the ending was hilarious. Destroying the Denny Hamlin diecast. Obviously, rip the diecast. Yeah, diecast got destroyed. And, man, that was funny. Pure comedy, dude. Shout out to you, man. Pure comedy. Pure comedy, man. So, yeah. And, wow. What a video, guys. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys go subscribe to g3s 49. And anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.